Hi, this video is going to show you how to use My Map in order to put your information on our environmental disaster map. You can see that the map shows that we are in Dublin, Ohio. As the written directions tell you, I'm going to go up into the toolbar and do a search. I'm going to look for Mono Lake. That should be one you're familiar with from the summer assignment. And I'm going to click on that. I want to make sure that this is the correct location. Sometimes when you type stuff into the search bar, it takes you to areas that don't necessarily show where the disaster actually happened. So please double check to make sure before you do anything to the map that you're actually in the right spot. You are going to click on the little marker icon up here. And now you've dropped a mark, and you can click on that. And when you click on it, you'll note that a little text boxes come up. You will want to name your text box. The top one, that will be the name of your disaster. The first thing you're going to put in the text box underneath that is the name of you and your partner. Okay, and then I'm going to click Save. Once I do that, you can see that a whole bunch of little options show up at the bottom. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Style. And right next to your strip of paper that has the name of your disaster on it, there's a color. So I want you to click and change the icon to that color. So you can see my icon changed. The next thing you're going to do is click on More Icons, and you'll notice that a whole bunch of icons come up, variety of different things. I want you to click on the crisis one, and you'll notice that a whole bunch of icons show up that are related to different types of crises. So given that, you need to pick one that best represents your particular disaster. You'll notice that there's a radioactive one, and if you hover over them, it'll tell you what each of them are so that you have some idea. You'll notice this one says no water. So I'm going to click on that one since Mono Lake dealt with diversion of water away from the lake. Right? After I'm done with that, you can see that my little icons have changed. The next thing I'm going to do is go in and click on the camera. And if you use the Google search bar, you need to insert a picture. And if you search, usually Google will come up with several really nice images. You can pick the one that best fits for you. And if you'll notice, you have to save this to bring it back down to size, but now we have an image of Mono Lake. Once you're done with that, if you notice when you hover over the camera, it will also tell you that you can add a video. So if you remember from your research, you had to find a video that was between 5 and 10 minutes long. If it's more than 5 minutes at this point, you'll need to trim it down. But you're going to click on that, and then you will upload. So you'll drag the video in here, or you can select it from your device. Once you're done with that, if you notice a little pencil icon, you can click on it. And then down in the text box, you will be able to type information about your disaster that you did in regards to research yesterday. Try to think about how you want to organize the text box so that it's pretty easy for someone to skim through. Probably aren't going to want to put every single piece of research you have. Think about how you can summarize that to make it easier. And then when you're done, you'll click Save, and we will have this information, and we can travel around the world to look at different environmental disasters.